Hey superstars, it's your girl Malika, aka Miss Magic. Today we are making delicious Quesa Birria Tacos. But first, if you are new here, welcome to my channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, give me a big thumbs up, and hit the notification bell. Alright guys, let's get right on into this recipe. First, we're going to get started with 1.5 pounds of chuck beef, and then I have 1.5 pounds of short ribs. Next, we're going to go ahead and we're going to chop up our beef roughly, big chops. You're going to want to keep that fat because you're going to need it for your consomme. Go ahead and chop up your short ribs, loosely cut too. Next, we're going to add kosher salt. You can apply liberally, and then we're going to add our pepper and go ahead and mix that up and make sure all of your meat is nicely covered. After that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to brown our beef. Go ahead and brown maybe like 4 or 5 pieces in your pot, depending on how big your pot size is. Once you're on your last batch, go ahead and add a half of an onion and brown that with the last batch. Next, you're going to soak your dried chilies. I have about 7 chilies here, and you're going to soak them for about 15 to 20 minutes in boiling water. Guys, remove your seeds before you soak them. I made the mistake of not removing my seeds first, so I had to remove them afterwards, which gets a little tedious, but it still can be done. Next, you're going to go ahead and rinse out that pot, and you're going to go ahead and put the rest of the onion, the whole onion, in the pot. 4 Roma tomatoes, add that to the pot. Then go ahead and add your chilies that you have soaked into the pot. Next, you're going to take 6 to 8 Adobo peppers and put those directly in the pot. I'm using canned. Next, I'm going to add a whole peeled garlic to it and 2 bay leaves. Next, I'm going to add the star of the show, a whole cinnamon stick. Now you will add 4 cups of beef broth. You can make your beef broth homemade. I just use the box kind. Both will work. After you add your beef broth, go ahead and add 1 cup of water to the mix. Now you're going to go ahead and you're going to boil this mixture for about 45 minutes. Once you have boiled it for 45 minutes, we're going to go ahead and strain it. Make sure you have a strainer and then a bowl underneath. And just go ahead and pour everything into the strainer. After that, we're going to go ahead and remove the cinnamon stick. We're going to remove the garlic. And we're going to remove the bay leaves. Next, you're going to get your blender and you're going to put all of your vegetables in the blender. Be careful because your food is hot. Next, you're going to add half of the broth that you've made and just go ahead and add it all in. Well, I'm do maybe like a little less than half at first. And then I'm going to give it a good blend. Once it's pureed, I'm going to check and see if it's too thick. If it's too thick, then you're going to go ahead and add more of the broth. I'm going to add more of the broth anyway because, baby, this is going to be your dipping sauce for your birria tacos. And I wanted to make sure I had enough for the whole family. So I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of that. Like I said, half, not the rest of the whole broth, but half of that broth that you made. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend it up a little bit more. Once your sauce is thoroughly blended, you'll just put it to the side and because we'll be using it later. All right, now we're going to go back to our beef. Once everything is brown, you're going to put all the pieces back into the one pot. That's the beef, and it's the beef chuck, and it's the short ribs. So go ahead and place that all in the pot. Now you're going to take the rest of your broth and put it in the pot. And now you're going to take 1/4 of your sauce and put it in the pot as well, making sure that all of the beef is thoroughly covered. Now we are ready to add our seasonings. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of coriander, 3 tablespoons of chili powder, 1/3 cup of ground cumin, and you're going to add salt and pepper to taste, guys. Once you mix that all up, now I'm going to go ahead and add 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. Make sure you give this a good stir. Next, we're going to braise our meat on medium to medium low heat for 2.5 hours, and we're going to cover it with a lid. Once your meat is tender and falling off the bone, we are ready to go ahead and shred our meat. So go ahead and take your meat, take a ladle and spoon it into a tray, and then we're going to get right on into shredding the meat. Grab 2 forks and go ahead and start shredding your meat. You can take your bones out now, and then you can take out some excess fat if you want. Over here, we like a lot of fat, so I keep the fat in, but you can do whichever you want. Go ahead and add a little bit, just a little bit of your sauce to your meat, and that will keep it nice and tender when you're ready to go ahead and assemble your tacos. Now I want to talk about why it is good to leave fat on your meat. As you see, this is our consommé. This is what we're going to be frying our corn tortillas in. So you want to leave the fat because that is the flavor when you get ready to fry your tacos. That is the flavor that you need. So now we're ready to just go ahead and dip our corn tortillas on top of the consommé. And then we are ready to fry our tacos. You're going to fry each corn tortilla for about 1.5 to 2 minutes while you are assembling your taco. After about 30 seconds, you can start adding your cheese. I'm using queso, and we're just going to layer it. You can put whatever you want on your tacos. You don't even have to use queso just to have just regular birria, but I like my queso. Then we're going to layer it with the shredded meat. Then after that, I'm going to add cilantro. And then I'm going to top it off with more cheese because everything tastes better with cheese. Once again, you can use whatever you want to fill your taco. If you like a little bit more crunch, you can go ahead and add some cabbage, shredded cabbage. Go ahead and tell me in the comment section, what do you add to your birria tacos? What do you like? Do you like the queso cheese? Do you add something else with your queso? Or what do you do differently when you cook your tacos? But now, guys, once your tortilla is nicely crunchy, we are ready to flip it. Flip it for about 10 seconds and they are ready to go. Go ahead and take it out, and we're going to go ahead and do another batch. These tacos are savory on the inside and nice and crunchy on the outside. And guys, for my second half of tacos, I did them exactly the same, but on these I go ahead and squeeze some lime on the inside of my taco. Guys, I forgot something too. This is very important. The consomme, once you have done frying your tacos for the first time, let that consomme cool with the sauce underneath there. The fat will rise to the top, and what you'll do is you'll skim off that fat and put it in a container for when you're ready to fry up some more of your corn tortillas. And then you pour the rest of that sauce into your other sauce and warm that up. And guys, we were having a family dinner. I was able to yield about 25 to 30 tacos out of this one batch of meat. So that will give you an idea of how many tacos that you need. But guys, we are done here and we are ready to go ahead and taste our tacos. When I tell you these were a hit, these tacos, like I say, they are savory on the inside. And there we are with the rest of our sauce. We're just going to use that for dipping. And wow. Yes, these tacos were a hit. I can't keep saying it. Once again, in the comments, let me know, guys, what you would do differently with these tacos. That right there, baby, it hits. It slaps. Thank you guys for watching. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button for me. Give me a big thumbs up. And hit that notification bell so you can be alerted when I do post another video. All right, guys, I'm going back in. So good. Hope to see you soon.